Thank you. Lonzo, obviously the first question, just how you're feeling and what you've been working on over the last couple weeks or months.
I'm feeling pretty good. Probably about halfway through the rehab process. Still got a long ways ahead of me, but each week I've been progressing, and I'm just trying to stay positive and take it day by day.
Lonzo, what has the rehab process been like, and just kind of how does it feel to be around the team?
Rehab's been long. Feels like every day is almost the same, but like I said, I'm getting better each week, and that's all I can ask for. It's definitely feels good to be around the guys. Definitely, you can feel a new energy in the building. At least coming from my point of view, and I'm excited to see what the year holds.
Getting a new perspective, what excites you most about this team?
What excites me most? The future. I think that last year we didn't live up to the capabilities of what I thought we could have, and I think that this even today is a new start of a new year. And for me, I think it's just about moving up and just keep going forward. And I think that we can do a lot of special things this year.
Lonzo, good to see you. Two questions. First, the team has been a little bit conservative just in terms of the timeline for you this year. Do you have any kind of hopes of when you want to hit milestones this year? And then also, how do you plan to break up how much time you want to be in Chicago, being back in California? Just kind of what's that game plan look like for the long term?
Well, the surgery was a really big surgery. So we were all together, came together with a plan moving forward. And it's not really, I wouldn't say a set timeline, but I pretty much had this whole year to get as healthy as possible and be ready to go next season. So like I said, I'm taking it each week, just trying to stay positive and take it like that. I know I'll be going back and forth from here in LA just because that's where my rehab person is out there, and I'll be with the team sometime and out there sometimes, but I don't have the set dates yet.
Lonzo, surgery becomes such a common word in the NBA. Players routinely go through it. Zach last summer, whatever, ACL. Are you sort of shocked, like looking back, that what you've had to endure and go through, that multiple surgery after surgery after surgery, and all the frustration that carries with it? I'm not saying the why me thing, but you slip out of this. How is it that happened? This has happened.
I mean, everything happens for a reason. I feel like I couldn't, control getting hurt or not getting hurt or anything like that, and it's just something that happened to me, part of my career. Like I said, I try to stay positive. I don't look at the negatives. I try to think about what I can do to get better, and that's how I wake up every day and live.
Lonzo, has anyone? Let's put it this way: you have a lot of, obviously knee injuries, and there's been a common thing throughout the league with a lot of different players. Has any of those type of players that have reached out to you to offer you a type of encouragement or advice as you go through this rehab process?
Yeah, I have a lot of family and friends that have helped me along the way, especially this team right here. And for me, I have a lot of people in my corner, so it's not just me fighting this fight. It's everybody around me as well, and I appreciate them every day.
Lonzo, one thing that's been made about this team is generating the right shots, getting to the paint, something that you brought before you got hurt. Are you helping the point guards in terms of pushing the pace, not helping the ball stick, kind of your style on this group?
Yeah, I think we all got to come together as a unit though and decide what we want to do out there on the court. I think personally, I think pace will help this team a lot, especially getting to the capabilities of Zach and DeMar, and just using their strengths, to help us win games. And I think that we got some new pieces in that can help do that for sure.
Lonzo, you obviously had that pretty public, maybe good-natured, maybe not good-natured, back and forth with Stephen A. Smith over the offseason. You were pretty definitive then that you were going to be playing again. I know you have to believe that through this rehab process, especially given all you've been through. But are you able to sit here today and unequivocally tell us that you plan to return to the NBA?
Yeah, I definitely plan on playing again. Like I said, I'm only 25. I feel like the rehab process has been going well so far, no setbacks. So for me, it's just keep my head up and just keep doing the work.
Lonzo, obviously the Bulls have made it known that they're going to have a point guard competition this season. Even though you're not playing this year, do you feel like you can be of resource to those point guards as they go through this training camp and throughout the season?
For sure. Like I said, I'm still a part of the team. I'm an open book, and I'm here to help any way I can. So, if it's taking guys one-on-one or, talking in front of the team, I can do any of that.
Lonzo, have you given any thought to how you might have to evolve your game when you come back?
Not really. I think it's just going to depend on how I feel. After that, I can get a sense of, what I can and can't do, and I'll go from there.
Lonzo, like has been mentioned before, this offense hasn't run as efficiently since you left. If you can describe what is your level of understanding from the various pieces of the big pieces of DeMar, Zach, and Vooch that you have seen to kind of understand when you play in terms of pace of play, in terms of finding the right shots for those guys that you kind of develop quickly, that has been missing since you've been left, and what they're trying to find for this year?
Well, I think you got to realize that they're all three all-stars, but they all play a little differently. And depending on the flow of the game and the pace of the game, you got to see, who to get the ball to in the right spots and when to get it to them. And I think, that can be developed throughout training camp and throughout the year. So I'm not really worried moving forward.
A year from today, do you expect to be sitting there saying, I'm planning to play for the Bulls this season, and this is what I'm planning to do?
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely my goal.
Hi, Alonzo. Quick question here. In your opinion, what does this team need to do to get to that proverbial next level?
In my opinion, I would say, first and foremost, we got to play defense, come out and make it hard for people to score. And then secondly, I would say play free. Don't worry about all the outside opinions and just worry about what we got going on in-house and just get better each game.
Last question over here. Hi. What do you miss most about being on the court with these guys, and how does that motivate you through your rehab process? I
just miss playing. I feel like it's a part of my life, a big part of my life that's gone. I mean, I've been playing, organized hoops since I was 6, so to be out these last 2 years, that's been the toughest part, just not being able to physically get on the court and put a jersey on and go to battle. But like I said, I'm here to help in any way I can, and I'm looking forward to the season.
Alonzo, what do you think about how Miami kept surprising everybody this year, kept going to the next level? Does it mean that pretty much it can be open for any team and that maybe Bulls can follow that and get to the finals and championship games this year?
I mean, I never play basketball I never go in with a losing mindset. I never play to lose. I only play to win. So, I'm always going to think championship or bust.
Got a question over here.
One more.
Yes, with Bulls news. Lonzo, how you feeling?
That was already asked, Drummond. You should have got here a little earlier.
I'm late, man. I'm late.
I've heard that it's even hard for him to get up from the sitting position.
Stephen A., who are your sources, bro? Please tell me who your sources are. Come on, man. You gotta stop yapping. And I actually like you, man. I don't even know you like that, but I like you. I'm coming back, man. Come on.
I am not a doctor. I'm incredibly sad for Lonzo.